consolidated as a team effort. In companies or in firms or business, in a business, for example, so entrepreneurs, they need to have these group of teams whereby each and every individual in that particular company, they need to know on their the work that they are doing, job description and so on and so forth. And apart from it, every worker in a company, in a firm, whatever, in a bank, mana-mana lah, in the factory ke apa, so they need to know on how they can contribute back to the company based on their creativity and also innovation. Because why? I have been working in that particular company or firm, for example, for so many years. Or let's say after you have graduated, you work with this company, so you have very minimum experience, no experience at all, or maybe you have like 6 months or less than 6 months experience when you did your internship, during your degree, for example. But although it was very short of time, but still you have gained experience, the knowledge, the skills. And when you are working with a company, so you know because it's every day from Monday to Friday, and maybe like it will be like 300 working days in a year. Contoh lah kan? Contoh lah. So you know what you will determine what the problem is inside the company. Maybe you can come up with a solution during maybe during meeting or maybe during discussion with your supervisor or manager. That's why you know where how are you going to solve your problem. Sometimes the problem is within that environment, or maybe sometimes the problem is regarding the product or service that the company is doing. Mana itu yang nampak kat mana yang kita nak baik. So that's why team is very important. So the managers or the top management, they need to know how to encourage their team members or their workers to contribute something. Then they need to be creative so that they can find solution. It's not like only top management that can come up with solutions. Sometimes the solution comes from the lower level management. Kalau you nak baca dan musik ni pun ada musik ni mesti gitu kan. Sebenarnya betul je yang idea. Dia bukan dapat management pun. Sebab apa? Bila kita nak macam bos lain kan, jadi macam kecil lah bawa pile of the money, nanti kita tanya kan. So that musik ni mesti kita nampak je tempat yang bos tu nak selesai kan, jadi selesai banyak-banyak. So you ni page 5, page 10, jadi penting kan. So dengan ada sikit kan. Okay, page 5 tampang je kan. Selalunya nak kata box lain kan. Kadang-kadang nak bawah, tak bawah. Kita nak kat atas, kita tak bawah. Tapi biasa dia curi-curi daripada paling-paling saya kita letak sini ke atas. Sangat kecil SPM jadi sangat signifikan. So maknanya bos nak buka je terus dia buat sikit dia datang juga mata dia. So that kind of student musik ada level bawah yang punya idea dapat dia sangat signifikan benda-benda macam tu. So creativity ada semua members in enterprise. So here 6 resources. Again, the members that have knowledge. Where you get knowledge, whether this is informal atau formal. So informal is from your home. So your parents actually give you the education, whether it is formal or informal. Misalnya dekat hukum tu, mereka give you education. For example, like your parents have taught you not to respect people, elder people, also sebab-sebab kan, and also you be kind to others, how to treat people, and also the environment, not only to the human beings, also the environment, and lagi jalan kan. So maknanya there is knowledge in school, maybe you take maybe you participated in conferences or exhibition during your university years. Itu semua form of education. So you have gained this knowledge. So this knowledge will give you the intellectual abilities. Kan? So if let's say you are from the apa namanya, contohnya daripada computer science ke, engineering ke, architecture ke, building ke, macam-macam lah. Maknanya you belajar, you tahu banyak benda. Saya tak tahu. But my area is not systems. So I'm different in my areas of study. You different. Maknanya tu lah yang you skills that you have from your the knowledge that you are seeking in formal education. So intellectual abilities to recognize connections really important. So after you graduate, insyaAllah you will be employed dan juga you akan bekerja. Tak pastilah sama ada lepas tu you nak buat nak buka firma you sendiri dan sebagainya. I hope so. Dan saya doakan you survive nanti kalau you buka your own business. But when you open your business, let's say, or if let's say you attached to a company, so you can, you need to be able to use your intellectual abilities to connect and also to identify problems and also to come up with ideas so that you can your management can solve the problem. Next is you can be thinking about the problem in novel ways. So when you see a problem, I try to come up with a solution. The solution is something that is macam what? Sometimes the solution can generate money to your company, for example. Right? Or you can identify an opportunity. So this opportunity can actually generate income. So you have learned about BIC, Officers on the Campus. There are 9 quadrants. There are 9 quadrants or 9 blocks. So you can know your product service apa the value proposition, what is the uniqueness, and then who will be your target market or your customer segment. What will be your key activities, your key resources, key partners, how you're going to maintain the relationship with your customers, and also which channel that you want to promote your product or service. So you know the key resources, kan macam you perlukan pekerja, perlukan missionaries, perlukan rakan, perlukan kilang, perlukan software dan sebagainya. You need all these resources. And also when you have listed all the resources, you talk about the cost. Kan saya kata the related cost structure dan juga key resources. You kata nak ada kilang, you perlu bayar sewa kilang. You kata perlukan pekerja, kena bayar salary, kan, kena bayar gaji pekerja. You kata you perlukan kenderaan, you perlu bayar installment kenderaan tu. You kata perlukan software untuk buat kerja, you need to purchase that software. Then perlukan apa lagi, machineries, tools and equipment. So you need to purchase, you need the raw materials, you need to purchase the raw materials. So banyak betul kan on the cost structure. But you are doing something, either a product or service. So when you are doing something, so the revenue stream is you want to sell that product, so you get money, you get the sales. But the sale is not your 100% is yours. The sales is the sales, you haven't deducted the cost yet. So when you have deducted the cost, then you get the profit. So remember, you have the sales, minus the cost, then you get the profit. Kalau company besar-besar, they have to pay for the tax and so on, kan, bayar tax apa semua dah bayar semua, settle apa semua, then that will be your net profit. Belum bayar sana sini lagi, it will be gross profit, kan. Bila dah bayar tax semua, it become net profit untuk bersih. Maknanya itu company tu punya. Macam tu. So when you come up with when there is a problem, you come up with a solution. Make sure that the solution is something that is novel, that has novelty. So that has novelty, you eliminate the problem, totally eliminate the problem, or try to reduce that problem. So people want it, then they have to pay for it. Kan? So next is on the motivation towards action. Motivation class, there are a lot of things. If we, if you talk about motivation, either it's monetary motivation or either it's non-monetary motivation. So monetary tu kita suka lah, kan? Kita suka lah kalau monetary tu. Ni nak dekat-dekat raya tu adalah company ni announce bonus 3 bulan. Sonok lah kan, macam sonok nak raya, sonok nak kerja kat syarikat ni, for example. So if let's say you have your salary is 3,000 ringgit. So bila company dah announce it's 3 months bonus, then it will be berapa? 9,000 kan? So bila dapat gaji, you akan dapat 12,000. Tapi saya cakap tu belum tolak lagi lah KWSP, belum tolak lagi sana sini kan. Maybe you will get less than 3,000. Tapi tak apalah, your bonus is 3 months kan. That will be monetary. Apart from bonus, there will be increment. So what is increment? For example, like you get your salary 3,000, then every year it is according to the job position. Kalau manager banyak sikit lah dia punya increment. Kalau assistant manager kurang sikit. Kalau senior executive kurang lagi. Kalau junior executive kurang lagi. Kalau kata production worker kurang lagi kan. Kalau kata clerk lah dan sebagainya, dia adalah dia punya grade dia lah. Okay, let's say you ni junior executive, so you punya gaji will be 3,000, let's say. So your increment will be 300. Every year you akan dapat 300 ringgit. So this year dapat 3,000 sebab last year dah dapat 2,700. So this year naik 300, 3,000. Next year, the following year, next year you get 3,003. Maknanya macam tu lah you naik. So bila dapat that monetary, macam rasa seronok lah, macam tu. Alright, so bonus sudah, okay. Then the increment sudah. Yang salary, you tahulah salary is for full-time workers. So full-time workers, they need to come Monday to Friday, 9 to 5 dan sebagainya lah. Tapi kalau contract pun sama juga. Jadi contract ni dia selalu kena renew contract. Every 1 year ke every 2 years they have to renew. Adalah benda yang benefit yang dapat dekat full-time. Ada yang contract workers tak dapat. Macam tu. Kalau kata yang daily basis, yang datang daily, dia datang dapat upah kan. Dia tak datang tak dapat upah. Yang tu boleh terminate 24 hours. Tapi kalau full time workers tak boleh terminate 24 hours. It is wrong for the management to terminate staff within 24 hours without notice. With notice pun tak boleh. So they need to follow the human resource punya guideline. Right? So dia tak boleh senang-senang je berhentikan orang. Dia ada stages, for example, bagi warning contohnya. Lepas tu bagi surat tunjuk sebab kenapa you tak boleh, kenapa you patut retain dekat sini. Tak jalan juga, bagi warning tak jalan, bagi surat tunjuk sebab tak jalan. Kan? Lepas tu kena buat counselling, tak jalan. Then mungkin you boleh ambil that drastic lah, maksudnya you can terminate that person. Nanti kalau dia terminate macam tu, that worker can sue you or take you to court. Macam tu. Di bawah kata burung, tak boleh. Ya, atau pekerja. Jadi, dah settle on the salary, settle on the bonus, settle on the increment, now on the allowance. So allowance tu for example, like you dah dapat gaji, kan? Tapi gaji pokok you 3,000, tapi you dapat allowance untuk rumah, contohnya dapat 500 allowance untuk rumah, dapat 200 allowance untuk pakaian, mungkin pakai uniform kan, so you dapat allowance kat situ. So terpulang kat you lah, you nak pergi hantar dobi ke, you nak hantar dry cleaning ke, you nak basuh sendiri ke, tapi whatever it is, you got that allowance 200 for clothing, macam tu. Kalau you beli sabun basuh sendiri, murah sikit. Kalau you hantar dry cleaning, mahal sikit. Macam tu, it's up to you. Kalau dapat allowance, katakanlah you ni single, you sewa je bilik kan, sewa bilik RM300. Tapi allowance you 500, you dah dapat extra 200. Bolehlah saving kat 200 kan. Ataupun you beli rumah, you kena bayar 1,200 tiap-tiap bulan. Tapi you dapat allowance 500. Lega lah sikit, you tambah 700 je. Macam tu. Okay, allowance. Next is commission. So sales. For example, like lagi banyak you buat sales, you akan dapat commission based on the number of hits that purchase your product. Contohnya you adalah sales man ni, dia buat macam cooking demonstration dekat mall, dia nak jual periuk dia. So orang semua lah tengok kan. Jadi Daripada 60 orang yang tengok tu mungkin 20 orang beli, let's say. So satu orang yang beli dia dapat komisen RM50. So 20 orang beli dia dah dapat RM1,000. Macam tu, that would be commission. Faham eh? So that would be monetary motivation. How about non-monetary motivation? Non-monetary motivation, this one is because what? You want to motivate your team members, your creative team members. So you kena buat that motivation. So non-monetary will be you praise your worker. Kata, oh bagus lah you buat report ni. You kena macam tu. One day you become a manager or one day you become, the boss for your company. Betul tak? So you kena tahu that all this HR punya teknik kan, benda-benda macam tu, ataupun organizational behavior punya teknik. So it's not like masuk kerja keluar, masuk kerja keluar. You kena ambil berat kepada pekerja you. Walaupun it's just a tap on the shoulders. Contoh macam, okay macam mana hari ni, sihat? Contohnya. Ataupun, I dengar you punya anak masuk hospital, dah discharge ke belum? That kind of, that kind of concern. Very kind of manager, contoh, very kind of boss to us. So it will create this motivational value towards yourself. That is non-monetary. Okay. Next is opportunity-oriented personality and openness to change. Entrepreneurs, they need to encourage these team members to contribute. Sebagai bos, you jangan kata, maruk dengan you punya idea ni, tak apa-apa idea you. Contoh, you lagi hentam dia. Ataupun macam, I rasa macam tak boleh lah you punya idea ni. Macam tu kan. Jadi macam kesian ke orang tu. Just kata macam idea you bagus, tapi mungkin kita punya budget tak boleh lagi nak buat. Mungkin next time budget kita lebih, kita boleh ambil idea you. That kind of words kan. Ataupun you kata, idea you ni bagus lah sangat. Okay lah, kita boleh try lah untuk kita punya new product. Contoh. So it's not like people who have had experience like 10 or 20 years, you dengar cakap diorang. Tak semestinya. Kita kena open to change. Maybe you baru masuk kerja, saya bos, baru je masuk kerja seminggu. Tapi bila kita buat discussion, you punya idea tu macam bagus. Why not? Kan? We need to open to change and also try to mitigate or try to reduce risk. There will be risk that we can foresee and also unforeseen. Kan? It's foreseen or unforeseen. Jadi macam mana kita nak tackle that kind of challenges. Okay? Kalau saya terkeluar kan daripada ni, kena mesej saya. Saya takut saya cakap seorang, saya tak nampak you all dah. Next is creativity techniques is problem reversal. So you need to look at problem inside out, backward, upside down. Kalau boleh semualah, habis semua tengok problem ni dari sudut macam mana. Next is force analogy. You try to force a relationship. Macam sekarang ni, kita punya tak terfikir pun all those delivery service kan, sampai ke rumah ke dan sebagainya. So, siapa yang buat app so bagus lah, dia force a relationship with almost anything. Kan? Macam mana kita nak generate income ni kepada orang-orang ni. Diorang nak juga generate income sambil hantar makanan ataupun hantar passenger. At the same time, they can get income out of it. So you foresee a relationship to almost anything. Next is attribute listing. Attribute listing is break down the thing that is the problem to so many or into smaller parts or characteristics. Kita tengok ni. Ni. Okay, kita tengok Ishikawa. Tak apa, kita masuk sikit je lah. Mana ni tak boleh. Okay. So Ishikawa, a diagram showing the causes of an event that is often used in manufacturing and product development. So Ishikawa nama orang. Okay. So dia ni dipanggil untuk nak tengok dekat satu kilang ni sebab ada banyak masalah dekat kilang. So yang ni masalah ni. So masalah ni katakanlah defective unit kan. So Ishikawa pun tengok, dia kata oh ada masalah dekat staff ni kan. Ada masalah dekat missionaries. Ada masalah dekat proses. Ada masalah dekat raw materials. Ada masalah dekat environment. Banyak betul masalah kan. Jadi masalah-masalah ni yang apa orang kata that contribute to this problem. So Ishikawa pun dah ada dapat report semua, dia bagi tahu dekat owner tu, dia kata oh you punya staff ni kena pergi hantar training ni sebab dia ni ada attitude problem, datang lambat lah, main-main lah waktu kerja lah, tidur waktu kerja lah, macam tu. So company tu kena hantar training walaupun pekerja tu orang kata baru ke lama semua kena hantar training. So kita selalu kata train and retrain, sentiasa kena macam tu. Lagi satu on missionaries, let's say missionaries ni dah outdated Ishikawa kata, ataupun dah lama dah ni, asyik rosak aja. Jadi bila rosak, produk pun rosak lah bila nak keluarkan, betul tak? So kena pergi beli baru ataupun selalu buat maintenance. Then proses dia kadang lambat Syekh kata. So mungkin kita boleh improve proses. Ada lagi pasal materials. So materials yang digunakan is out of quality. Kita kena cari suppliers yang boleh bagi kita raw material ataupun supply kita with raw materials yang bagus-bagus. Environment, tak kondusif untuk environment. Berselerak sana kan, berselerak semua wire-wire, nanti prone to accident contohnya. So kita kena buat betul-betul wiring-wiring ni kan, kedudukan macam mana dan sebagainya. Okay, so that is under attribute listing. Attribute listing break down the thing into smaller parts or characteristics and develop ideas to improve on them. So creativity techniques ada macam-macam. First is by mapping. Kita start the ideas kan, idea tu apa kat tengah-tengah. Dan kita keluarkanlah outward. Kita nak buat macam mana kan, kita nak letak harga macam mana, kita nak jual kat mana. That is mind mapping. Ataupun apa yang kita nak, the improvement that we want with this idea. Next is brainstorming. Okay, kita punya team members. Kita encourage them to give as much information as possible, as many ideas as possible. Then kita akan screen lah yang mana kita rasa kita boleh buat. Next is lateral thinking. Kita macam-macam possibilities and approaches, different angles that we can to come up with this solution. So 3 components of creativity: knowledge, motivation and creative thinking skills. Tadi saya dah bagi tahu on knowledge. So knowledge ni from formal and informal. Okay. So bila kita ada knowledge, we can upgrade our expertise, our skills, our familiarity kan, dan sebagainya. So creative thinking skills, 4 styles: intuitive, innovative, imaginative and inspirational. So intuitive, we need to listen to our intuition lah, kita punya instinct, kita punya gut feeling. So if let's say you want to produce a product, you do not have any experience, you do not have historical data, you do not have any competitors, tak ada siapa yang kita nak benchmark ke apa sebagainya, ataupun tak tahu nak buat keputusan kan. Jadi kan kita kena follow our instinct. Kan mungkin relies on past experience, maksudnya mungkin kita pernah ada experience mungkin dekat tempat kerja lama kita ke, sekarang kita dah buat bisnes kita sendiri. So from that past experience, apa kita patut buat ya, macam tu. Walaupun company tu tak buat produk macam kita buat, tapi tak apalah, kita ikut kita punya insting. Sebab selalunya insting kita ni selalunya betul kan. Kalau tak kata 60%, 70%, 80% macam tu kan. Next is innovative. Innovative is you rely on data. That's why you need to do your market survey. You get the customer analytics kan, dapatkan semua data-data tu so that it is easier for you to make decision. Right? So it's not shop sendiri kind of product or service. You need to ask your potential buyers on the things that they want or the things they desire, baru dia orang nak beli. Next is imaginative. So you have your team members, so make them creative and innovative. Make them try to imagine kan, think out of the box. Inspirational focuses on social change and the giving of self-worth and end. So inspirational, macam mana kita nak inspire people? Okay, encourage people to be healthy. Encourage people to eat right kan. eat right, exercise right, lead our life right, for example. Hopefully lah, we are not perfect, but we have a lot of people that we can ask. In fact, in all the social media, there are things that are very good kan, that we can follow. So all this inspirational. So with this inspirational, apa kita panggil, all the things that inspire us, maybe it will give us the kata apa kita panggil, idea to come up with something, come up with a product or service. Macam contohnya nak buka gym yang syariah compliance ke, contohlah kan. That inspirational. Sebab apa, ramai je orang yang gym untuk bising lah pula. Sekejap I have to close. Sekejap. Close the WhatsApp. Okay. Dia bunyi-bunyi. Okay, so ramai je orang yang nak sign up for gym and so on. So kalau you boleh come up with gym yang ada package yang menarik sebagainya, so it would inspire people kan. Next is on the motivation. Yang macam tadi saya kata, monetary or non-monetary. So what is actually on carrot or stick? Imagine you want to you nak naik kereta kuda, you nak suruh kuda tu lari kan. Tapi kuda ni macam malas je nak lari kan, nak bergerak. So you gantung carrot. Macam umpan lah. So dia akan lari lah nak makan carrot. So the carrot is like a reward. So dia nak lari-lari carrot tu gantung. Tapi lepas dia dah sampai lokasi, bagilah dia makan carrot tu. So that is reward. Tapi kadang-kadang dah gantung carrot, tak nak juga dia ni lari, contohnya kan. So you will take a stick and you whip the back of the horse. Jangan kuat sangat. Macam sikit lah. So that stick is a punishment. Stick is a punishment to make that horse, move ataupun to run, contohnya lah kan. Okay, so macam dalam company sama juga. Kalau kata kerja tu buat bagus sebagainya, you reward employee of the month, employee of the year, bagi reward. That is carrot. Nak motivate kan. Tapi if let's say, kita bagi macam-macam, tak gerak juga dia ni kan. So you akan buat punishment. Contohnya tak ada increment next year dekat dia. So dia macam punishment. Mungkin lepas tu dia akan bekerja dengan lebih elok lagi. That will be external motivation or extrinsic. Sorry. Intrinsic motivation is internal, the desire on how to work better, right? So phases of the creative process, so background or knowledge accumulation, you need to have the background so that you know how to come up with creative ideas. Don't force yourself, the mind incubation, dia macam, it will come to you, right? It will come to you, jangan paksa-paksa, macam tu. Okay, so, sorry. So macam mungkin you tengah masak untuk buka puasa, you dapat, I dapat idea. Sebenarnya ada problem, I dapat idea macam mana nak come up with the solution. So the idea experience from the mind incubation, you go to experience with you, together with your experience and the idea, you know how to come up with the solution. Then after that, you must evaluate. With your team members, evaluate whether we can proceed or not. Then if it is a yes, then you can implement and you can sell to the market. So here are the blocks to creativity. So blocks to creativity, sometimes people say that they are not creative, or they think that it is illogical, it is foolish, for example. Or let's say you think that you are not specialized, you fear for mistakes and failure. Jangan jadi macam ni. Maknanya don't see this as maknanya something that will pull you back. Jangan tengok macam ni, blocks to creativity. Or the most common idea stoppers, maybe your boss said, where did you get these weird ideas? Ataupun boss you kata, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. But you have to justify on your idea. And you kata, boss bagilah chance, contoh kan, cuba kita try buat dulu. Janganlah macam, okay boss, tak apalah, nanti next time lah, macam tu. Tapi if you think that your idea is good, tak apalah, just try to convince your boss. So what is innovation? Innovation is a specific instrument of entrepreneurs, the means by which they expect change as an opportunity. Okay, so innovation is the ability to apply creative solution. So entrepreneurs innovate by converting opportunities into marketable ideas. So I like this sentence, creativity is thinking new things. So creativity is thinking new things, innovation is doing. So creative in thinking, innovation is doing. Right? Tapi kalau kata you ada satu produk atau you ada satu service tapi tak push to the market. You are not pushing that product to the market. Then there's no commercialization value. Kalau you kata you ada that thing, boleh jual kat pasaran, then there is commercialization value when someone purchases your product or get your service. Okay. So I give you 10 seconds to read. Okay, so radical, remember, is invention, or it is called radical innovation. Something new, something new. New to the world, new to the customer, new to the market. Ingat ya, invention, yang tak pernah tengok lagi. So invention, it is called radical innovation. Incremental innovation, when you add values to that invention, it is called an innovation or incremental innovation. So remember, during Alexander Graham Bell again, he just used whatever technology that he had. So itu semua very fundamental. So just do, kan, just buat je. It is plain make believe and it has to be nurtured for a long period of time. Macam dia buat R&D, asyik buat sampailah jadi yang terbaik. Then it is worst initial performance. So, buat tak jadi. Performance dia memang worst, tapi once it hit the market, potentially big gain. Sama orang suka nak beli. But before that, you need to persuade the customer, you need to create new market, kan? Bukan senang lah nak suruh orang baru beli, kan. Tapi under incremental innovation, it's steady improvement. Buatlah apa-apa pun, nanti customer akan beli sebab dia dah biasa. iPhone, buat iPhone 13, 14, 15, 16, apa benda. Ada je iPhone user akan beli dan beli because they are used to iPhone. That is steady improvement. So you can do based on sustaining technology and you have to obey the cultural routines and norm. Sebab kadang iPhone user dia suka macam ni, macam tu, suka ambil gambar lah, bagi cantik sebagainya. So iPhone, Apple kenalah tengok benda-benda macam ni. And can be rapidly implemented because they are loyal customers. You buatlah macam mana pun iPhone, dia tetap akan beli. Kan? Immediate gains, mestilah sebab apa? Dah tahu je iPhone 20 dah masuk dan pasaran, terus dia nak beli. Develop customer loyalty. So this one you read by your own. So 10 seconds for this. So this is, okay, let's say your product tadi tu, maksudnya you nak come up with the product, kan? Now your product is in the market. So you baca ni on incremental and also radical innovation. Kalau incremental is a low, kalau radical is a high. So once the product is in the market, radical innovation, kan, bayangkan produk ni produk baru, tak pernah lagi orang tengok. Of course high market uncertainty because customers they are skeptical with the product. And also high technical uncertainty sebab orang tak banyak lagi tahu pasal benda tu. And let's say in the company, the inventor need to train or need to tell the staff, okay, macam mana nak buat dan sebagainya, kan. Sebab dia orang pun tak tahu pasal benda ni, inventor yang tahu. Next is high resource sensitivity. It is difficult to get the resources because you're the only person yang buat produk tu. Tapi bila dah lama-lama dah masuk incremental, ramai je supplier boleh supply you with the raw materials. Nampak tak? Low resource uncertainty. Then in your organization, people already know, and low technicality pun sama. Low market tu maksudnya dah ramai customer tahu. So you tak payah nak susah-susah buat demonstration ke, nak buat habis duit untuk nak persuade dia beli, contohnya lah. So basic types of innovation, invention, yang ni you tahu, macam aeroplane, the inventor will be Wright Brothers, light bulb, Thomas Edison, personal GPS, Peter Mile. So maksudnya invention tau is new product, new to the world, new to the customer kan. Extension is introducing different application or new use of existing product, service or process. So masa dulu-dulu, masa zaman saya dulu, kalau macam saya pun suka jogging dan sebagainya. So katakanlah saya suka dengar radio, takkan saya nak bawa radio besar bagak tu nak lari saya pegang. So sebab tu ada Walkman. Kalau dulu Walkman kena masuk ke kaset tau. Tapi tak apa, dia ada je earphone boleh dengar. Kan? Tapi sekarang ni tak payah, dia perlu bawa handphone ataupun dia punya airpod, then orang pun tak tahu dia tengah dengar lagu. Lain aku gedung macam tu kan. So that is extension. Laptop daripada personal computer dah jadi kecil kan, extension jadi lebih mobile, lebih ringan macam tu. Next is duplication, creative replication of an existing concept like Mary Brown is a combination kan, idea of fusion, western and also local dishes. Dan tu pun innovation jugalah on franchise businesses. Next is synthesize, combining existing concept or factors into a new formulation or use. So kalau dulu Nokia dia hanya boleh receive call and make calls. Lepas tu boleh dapat SMS, short message system, dan MMS, boleh ambil gambar, boleh ambil video. Macam tu. Okay, that is synthesis. Ni baca sendiri. Sources of innovation within the company or industry, unexpected occurrence. Sometimes you want to search for something, or you are in the lab, you may investigate something, but unexpected discovery. You boleh baca pasal penicillin, it is an unexpected discovery. Okay. Jadi sources of innovation boleh dapat income dari situ. Then incongruities, the gap between what is and what should be. Sebab tu you kena buat market survey. Sebab kalau tak buat market survey, you fikir customer nak macam tu, tapi customer nak yang lain. That will be a huge gap. Okay, so try to reduce the incongruities. Process needs, device requires entrepreneurs. Okay, katakanlah process need kan, customer nak kurangkan masa ataupun kurangkan tenaga, kurangkan wang ringgit. So process need, tak apalah, download app je lah. Habis cerita kan. Time saving, cost saving, energy saving. That will create you money because you were the one that have created the apps contohnya. Structural change. So structural change, for example, you own a company, a big company, you nampak company ni macam nak mati je company, so you bought over that company. So apa nak buat dengan pekerja-pekerja tu? You absorb that workers. So bila absorb workers, you dah ada company sendiri yang lebih besar. You absorb the workers, you dah ada marketing manager yang ada sekarang ni, yang dekat company kecil pun ada marketing manager. So what happen? You have to restructure your organizational structure. Macam tu. Okay. So sources of innovation within the social environment, demographic changes. Contohnya kan, you duduk dekat Kedah. So you orang Sikh ke, orang Bali mungkin macam outskirts sikit lah. So mana nak cari kerja? Ataupun you duduk dekat Gua Musang ataupun dekat Jeli. Susah nak cari kerja yang you tengah belajar ni. So you migrate lah pergi big cities, pergi KB, pergi Ipoh kan, pergi Georgetown, pergi semualah, pergi JB, Kuantan sebagainya. So there's a rush from rural to urban areas. That is changes in population. So it is a source of innovation. Contohnya all this retort ready to eat meal kan, you tak sempat balik bekerja, you rendang lain panas tu masuk dalam microwave. That retort is good because it it cater for these changes in population in big cities. Kalau pergi supermarket, ada je ikan yang dia dah siam, dah basuh, dia letak garam kunyit, dia letak plastik. Ya, ibu-ibu yang bekerja, bapa-bapa ni yang tak sempat ataupun yang single tak sempat, beli terus goreng. That is to tackle all these changes in population in big cities. Next is consumer preference, dia nak macam mana. Oh, I nak krim muka yang tak ada berkaitan dengan haiwan baru saya nak beli. So you kena very sensitive to this. And geography location, you nak jual macam boat ke yang berteknologi dekat Kelantan, Terengganu ke mana. So bila hujung tahun je naik air. Okay. Next is perceptual changes. So perceptions can cause mood swings and major changes in ideas. For example, like contohnya macam dia bagi contoh fitness craze, okay lah. So ramai orang yang tengah crazy on health and physically fit, kan, macam tu. Perceptual changes. So they think that, okay, if I sign up to the gym, my perception is I can look better, be a better person, kan, feel better, macam tu. Right. New knowledge, when you have that new knowledge, it's the basis of development of something brand new, something that is different. Okay. So this is the linkage between creativity, innovation, and entrepreneurship. So when you are in the entrepreneur environment, there will be two. Either it's an invention, a totally new product, or an innovation. Okay, so ability to be creative. So encourage to be creative and give their suggestions, comments, feedback. Ability to spot opportunities, the other one. Not only from problem, but from opportunities. Not so much on the problem, but opportunities. Maksudnya ada orang yang akan beli ni. So invention can be improvised, becomes an innovation, then it will become success. Kan? So dia bergabung lah. Okay. Any question? Ada nak tanya? Ada nak tanya?
Tak ada, Dr.
Tak ada ya? Okey, kalau tak ada, saya nak minta, jangan lupa take attendance. Saya nak minta kelas CFAP 2485A nanti stay tau. Yang lain boleh leave, tapi saya nak ucap selamat berpuasa, lagi tertinggal lagi seminggu macam tu. Dan selamat berpuasa hari ni. Dan juga saya nak ucap selamat Hari Raya, Mak Zahir Batin. Dan insyaAllah kelas ni saya tak boleh jumpa lah, yang saya akan jumpa fizikal kelas 5A saja kan. Okay, so jaga diri semua. Okay, terima kasih. Assalamualaikum. Yang kelas 5A tolong tunggu.
Thank you, Madam.
Okay, welcome.